Okay, hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. So, see today topics will be range, right? We already understand the meaning of dispersion, and I told you at the time of explaining the concept of the dispersion, there are four measure of dispersion: range, then after mean deviation, then after standard deviation and quartile deviation. So let us understand first meaning of the range. So range, difference between highest and lowest observation of the data is called range, and it is denoted by symbol r. So this is meaning of the range. That means difference between the highest observation and the lowest observation is called range, and it is denoted by capital R. The formula will be xh minus xl, where xh stands for highest observation, xl stands for lowest observation. So range is an absolute measure. This is very important line. So be attentive. Range is an absolute measure of dispersion having same unit of measurement as that of observation. That means if observation given in kilograms, right, then range will be in kilogram. That means in kg. If observation given in rupees, then range will be in rupees. If observation given in liter, then range will be in liter. So that is nothing but absolute measures, which is always measured in terms of units. Understood this? Now next part is relative range, right? Relative range means coefficient of range. What? Coefficient of range, both are the same. That means if they ask you relative of the range, you have to apply this formula. If they ask you coefficient of the range, same formula. So don't be confusing this. So what is the formula? R upon xh upon xl, or you can say xh minus xl upon xh plus xl, because xh minus xl is nothing but R. So xh plus xl. Understood this? Understood this? So very important. Now coefficient of range is free from unit of measurement. Very important. It is free from unit, right? See, in absolute measure, range is measured in units, but coefficient is always measured in ratio. It is free from unit. It is measured in ratio. Understood this? Clear now? So this is theoretical part of the range. Now let us understand the practical question so that you can able to understand in a better way. So exercise 4.1. Now question number 1. See, following data refer to the height in centimeter of the 10 students of a class. Find the range and the coefficient of range of height of the students. Right? So the data is given 162 till 156 is given. That means the height in centimeter is given. Now we have to find range. So first of all, what is highest observation? So highest observation, I think it 185 will be the highest observation. So here write 185 xh. And what is xl? So it's the lowest observation. So I think 145 will be the lowest observation. So 145. So what is the range? So range formula will be range equal to xh minus xl, which is 185 minus 145. So 40 will be the range, and it is data is given, the observation given in centimeters. So this is also in centimeters, right? So range of this data is 40 centimeter. Understood this? Clear? Now we have to obtain coefficient of the range. Right, they ask you to obtain coefficient of the range. So write your first formula. Coefficient of range will be, right, xh minus xl divided by xh plus xl. So here xh is given 185 minus 145 divided by 185 plus 145. So solve this. Everyone use calculator. Same, I'm also calculating. You also calculate on your own. So 185 minus 145 will be 40, and 185 plus 145 will be 330. So 40 divided by 330, right? So 40 divided by 330. So answer will be 0.12. Right, round up to 2 decimals. So this is coefficient of range. Understood this? Does this topic easy or not? It is extremely easy. You need to just identify highest observation and lowest observation, first step. Second step, you have to remember these two formula. First one is range and second is coefficient of range. If you are able to remember this formula and if you are able to implement and apply in the formula, you will get the answer. It's very easy topic, I think. Now second question. Second question. Now a bus company has 77 buses for traveling in the city. The information of number of passengers in the bus on a particular day at a particular time is given below. Find range and coefficient of range. So again, see, number of passengers first marked as xi and number of buses marked as fi. Now see, whenever we solve the range question and in the frequency distribution, does this frequency distribution or not, where fi is there, right? Here xi and fi is there. So see, we will consider only xi value. We will ignore fi value. We consider only xi. So here, what is the highest observation in xi? 37. And what is the lowest? 2. So mark it as xh and mark it as xl. Understood this? Now what? Once you identify highest observation and lowest observation, then all the rest of the things is very easy. Yes or no? So first apply range equal to what? xh minus xl. So 37 minus 2. 37 minus 2. So 35. And see, this is xi and this is fi. That means yphi. So remember, whose surname is there behind the name of wife? Always husband surname. So we consider this as our number of unit. So here write 35 as a number of passenger, right? 35 is a number of passenger. Now you will tell me, okay, sir, there is Kareena Kapoor Khan. There is a two surname behind Kareena. Bro, they are celebrity. We are mango people. Aam Aadmi, right? So we will, accept those customs which are generally there in our India. And this is just for explanation, right? Don't just do too much think about this. This is just for explanation. Xi means husband, wifey means wifey. So we consider in range only a value of xi, right? In our India, 80 to 70% of in our society, male is dominant, right? The male is dominant in the family. That means male is a dominant person and he contribute a major part in the family standard of living and the survival situations. Majority, right? I did not tell that male is dominant in 100%. No, majority, right? And this is for just explanation, right? Now coefficient of range. So coefficient of range, which is formula is R upon XH plus XL. So what is R here? 35 and XH plus XL, that means 35 plus 2, right? So do 35 upon 37. So you will get 0.95. See, I did not write any unit in coefficient of range because it is a free from unit of measurement. It is a relative measure. It is always show in ratio. Understood this? Clear now? So remember the note number 1 here, very important note. Okay, in frequency distribution, right, ignore fi, frequency, ignore fi, that means frequency. Understood this? Clear now? Now question number 3. Using the following frequency distribution of the marks of the student of a school, find range and relative of the range. Relative of the range means what? Coefficient of range. Remember this, very very important. Coefficient of range. Right? Again, this is also frequency distribution. So what did I say? Ignore frequency. That means we have to ignore frequency. See, I just made you write a note where you have to ignore what? Frequency. What you have to ignore? What? Frequency. So here, what is the highest observation? 80. And what is the lowest observation? 20. Right? So here we get the highest observation and lowest observation. Now you just write a formula, range equal to xh minus xl. So 80 minus 20, so 60. And what is here written marks? So here 60 marks, because range is absolute measure, right? So we have to write the unit also. Now coefficient of range, that means relative of range. Coefficient of range. So what is formula? R upon xh plus xl. So what is R? 60. And what is highest observation? 80 plus 20. So 0.6 will be the final answer. So here your range topic is done. First measure of dispersion is done. Does this topic easy or not? Yes or no? It's very easy, and I think you know this. See, I have taken all the three types of the data: raw data, discrete data, and the continuous data, and I show you how to solve the range question in three different types of the data. Okay, so watch this video and then solve other similar question on your own. Bye. Take care, everyone.